I've been here crying every single time. My mental health was not okay, and my child was not having my time to take care of my own child just because of this Ausbildung. So I did quit this Ausbildung, and these are the reasons why I quitted. For those who are new, welcome. I am Ro here. I'm your internet friend. So let's dive into today's video. It started like this. I've been going to school from 8 o'clock to 3:15. And my child, I have to drop her at kindergarten from 7:15, from 7:30 to 4 o'clock. So I had barely half an hour to be at school, and after school I had 45 minutes to run fast and take my child. So I started this Ausbildung and everything was fine, everything was kind of okay, but it started to get weird. Before doing this Ausbildung, you're supposed to do practicum to know and understand how the work is, if you are used to it, or if you are happy, or do you like even this work. So before, everything was fine, and I said, okay, it's nice to play with kids, it makes me so much fun, but at the school, everything changed. It was a little bit of draining, and because school expects a lot of you, the kids at kindergarten or kinderkrippe expect a lot of you, and they don't expect that's the reality. Kids are there and you need to be there for them. And so I've been going there. So the paperwork, the work, the documentation, the writing stuff for me was a lot. Remember, I'm doing this Ausbildung in German language, and then it was too much for me. So I had to do some Angebot, like for kids, and these Angebots are just done that I get used to it. There were two, and then I had to do one Angebot which the teacher comes and give me notes on it. Apart from that, I had to write them down and to write other things down and all of those things. So I kind of managed it. It was too hard. I wanted to quit, but I was so lucky because where I was working, there my leader was so friendly, was so helpful. I really like it. Was kind of an amazing. I've been thankful for her. She has been doing an amazing job. Let me give kisses for her. So I wanted to quit, and then I said, okay, you can do it. We do it. Okay. Then she helped me out so much, and then I wrote my Angebot, and the teacher came, and I got one, and like I got good note, and then it was like, okay, maybe I can manage it just 1 year, and then the second year, and then the third year I'll be going to practicum and getting a little bit of money. Yeah, then it was okay. And back to school. Before we had this no, like. Half a year we get these notes, yeah, we get marks, and then while we were getting marks, the teacher was like, okay, the teacher were like, okay, we have 2 marks here, you have your writing marks and your speaking marks at the class, right? We have speaking marks, and then all of those speaking marks, because I was not used to speak much in German, like things are so fast to cope, and to speak in a spontaneously reacting for me was not it was not an option. So I had to rethink, to translate things that I can be able to answer. So for me, it was kind of, okay, these speaking notes, they're not for me. Yeah, apart from that, I went back again to work at the praxis, at the kindergarten. And then there now, the second time, it was too much for me. I felt like I don't have energy again. This work is not fitting for me, because when I come back at home, I need to be ready for my child. My child is growing. My child becomes more demanding emotionally, physically, and I needed to be there for her. So after work, I'm back at home. I want to be so much like excited for my child, be there for her, asking her how was her day, going again to play again with her at playgrounds, and everything was a little bit of harder. Apart from that, I need to go back at home to do some works, or to arrange for food, and to arrange for the next day at work, at school or at work. It was completely, for me, too much. And then I said, yeah, I am doing this for me to get money, for me to get income, but what am I getting at this time around? And this is the only moment that my child is there with me at this age. So I felt like I am just doing this and then leaving my child all alone, and I am not giving everything that I want to give for my child. It was really paining me. And when I'm at home, I have headache, and I took a lot of ibuprofen every single day. Apart from that, it was really too much for me, emotionally, physically, and the pressure for you to meet deadline which the teachers are saying, it was for me. Even though I managed it in some way, but for me it was too much. It was too much. So I decided, okay, for me it's okay. I am the person to decide in my life what I want, what I feel like to work. And then I said, okay, let me just think back. I had a bachelor, which this bachelor in German is recognized, but I struggled to find a job in German which matches this bachelor. I didn't get one. And I said, okay, if I don't get this, I can just switch and do Ausbildung and then go to job market. But this Ausbildung which I'm doing was not fitting for me, and it was not on my side of interest. And then I decided, okay, if this is not for me, I'm sure that when I go to work, I'll not be happy, and this is not the job which I want to do all of my life. And it's okay to quit. It's okay to have the break and to refigure out myself. What do I really want in this life? So I am ready to work, just to not be in this Ausbildung, because I know I won't be happy in the future as my job. And also I know I won't be using my bachelor level of education which I had to educate myself more. And this actually, honest to say, this Ausbildung was not making me it was not challenging me. I was there at class, I felt bored, literally easily bored, and I had to go to school every single day. If you don't go to school, you have to report. And also, if it's more than 3 days, you have to bring whatever from the doctor. Or even if it's 1 day, it's better that you give them something from the doctor. So it was really boring to stay there from 8 o'clock to 3:15. And I could literally say that this time around I could have done more at home than sitting there at the class and waiting for the teacher to teach me. Even though it's in German language, I could have stayed at home and learned this by myself and get it done. That was all. So it was not challenging enough for me, and I was like getting bored, and yeah, career wise, it was not something for me. Punkt. So I said, okay, it's fine now. I'm giving up on this career path, and I am ready to program or to restart myself. What do I really want to do? So after deciding that I quit this Ausbildung, I was relieved, but it took so long. It took like let me count. April, May, June. Yeah, at the end of June, I got an answer that, okay, you can just drop out. And then I dropped out from this Ausbildung. I was really, really happy by that time. And then I was ready to apply for jobs. I applied again for more jobs. I know it's really hard in Germany to just land a job. But I say, yeah, I don't want to be on those sector like Pflege. Like this is the only sector where you can just get money and you can just get work anytime. So for me, it's also not for me. And I decided, okay, it's time now to go. It's time now to orient myself new, and let's see what life brings. So what I learned from this, everything is, do not neglect yourself. Do not listen to other people and forget about your inner peace. Do not let that, because if I could have just kept on struggling with this Ausbildung, you know how many people told me that, please go on, you have already started, you have already done 1 year, it's just 1 year and then you are done. But for me personally, inside me, I was like, oh my god, this 1 year, it's like 10 years. Do not be afraid of quitting and starting over. You know, here I am the person who always put my peace first. Put the things which I want to, or the things which I believe they are for me first. So I was like, okay, this is literally not for me. But it's hard to accept that it's not for me, and then I have to start again. So this is the power of starting overcoming. So it's really not easy, and it requires you to be ready for that, because this starting over does not mean like, yeah, it's just a game or something to be done for 1 day. It's something for you to work on it, and it requires again huge work for you to stand up again. And I am ready for that, and I am on the process of rebuilding myself again. Here in Germany, I've seen that people are working and working, like working is the only thing which can make us survive. Things are expensive here. We have to pay a lot of things, and I personally, I prefer to work where my inner peace is respected. I mean, I feel peace where I am working. If something is wrong here, yeah, it's true. Here in Germany, your work life is work life and your family life is family life. But also sometimes even at this work life, everything is private. You are just you. And if people are stepping on you, people are trying to cross your boundaries, people are trying to make you irritated in one way or the other, I promise myself I will never stay there. And if I am staying for the purpose it's and for the target. So please do not let you be drained emotionally, physically because of the money. Save your money and try to find something new. It's hard. I'm not saying yeah you get it. Job market is completely, I'm kind of what the hell, but please, our emotional and psychological well-being is so important. So that was all for today. Thank you so much for staying in and listening to this all story of mine. And I said I'll be recording this video and I finally did it. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. I love you.